Yo, yo, yo. Today I'm trying something a little different. Growing up, I've been fortunate to grow up in a military family and had a lot of Filipino friends, and this is one of my favorite dishes, Caldereta stew. Normally they use goat meat, but I'm using venison. You'll see me chopping up some onions. Just chop them up really small because you're going to grill them down in your cast iron skillet. You're going to use some green peppers. I just make little slivers. I probably should have used 2 green peppers here, FYI. Slice up some fresh carrots. It's not in the video, but I ended up adding more carrots. I realized that I needed more than 3 or 4. The right amount of potatoes. These were 2 really large russet potatoes that I used. I try and cut these up into about inch cubes. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now, the one thing that's different is I had a deer roast, and here I'm really not a fan of most deer. It has a little bit of a gamey taste, but you can reduce that gamey taste by getting as much of that silver skin out that you see me trying to trim off here. Just make these in 1-inch cubes if you can. Now, the key with the vegetables is you want to throw it in a skillet on high heat. You want to get a little crust and just some grill marks on there that you see here. And then you're going to do the same thing with the potatoes. Just get them to start turning a little translucent. Get some grill marks. Throw your diced onion. I seasoned my onion. I didn't have fresh garlic, so I just seasoned mine with garlic pepper. Grill that until the onions start to get a little translucent as well. Brown your meat in the onions. I'm going to throw in the key ingredient here, which is a Caldereta seasoning mix from Mamacita's. 2 cups of water, and then I add a small can of tomato paste. And all I'm going to do here is really just trying to brown and cook most of the meat to a just a small rolling boil until the color of my juice turns like an orangish color that you'll see here in just a minute. You can kind of see the color change from a light brown to that dark orange. The key here is letting it boil. It's going to help tenderize your meat. Again, I used venison. After trying it, I would recommend using beef, but if you are a deer fan, you would probably like using venison as well. Traditionally, they add liver spread and olives here. I'm not a big fan, so I chose not to. Now you want to cover everything. I had to switch to a bigger pan. Let this simmer for 15 minutes and then add in your fresh green beans and snap peas. Let that cook for another 10 minutes, and then I love serving this over rice. It's really hearty, great amount of spice. Top it with some green onions and enjoy.